Hello, my lovelies. Look at all this crap. Man, it's everywhere. We're going to try to do a video today. I got so much stuff going on. The smoke detector, one of the smoke detectors in here is beeping. I haven't figured out which one it is yet. So we went camping down in South Carolina. We had an amazing time. And then we got back and forgot to connect the fridge on the house electric. So we have mold in the fridge. But no biggie. We didn't say, oh, I didn't hear it. Oh, I heard it, but I don't know which one it was. So we are getting everything hurricane ready. Not that we're concerned with the hurricanes before. We left last year for nonsense. We're not doing it this year. So this year we are hanging out. Plus, I just don't like having to come back. So we are cleaning up, and I've got some art projects that have got to go in some places. So I've sprayed these down. I'm going to close this and let it sit. Luckily, I came out here and checked it last night, so it wasn't like fuzz. But I can tell that I should have been more intuitive. So I've still got to clean it some more, but it is what it is. Ooh, it's so hot. I made mixed drink before I came outside. Wine slushy. Everybody should have a wine slushy. It's great. So, ooh, this is stripped. Yeah, that's gonna go too. Plus the lid's stripped. Crap. Oh well. I'm sure it wouldn't go bad, but I don't want to really try it. So we've got, again, there's two. I guess I'm just going to change the batteries in both of them. Figure it out. I'm going to disconnect y'all guys, show you what I got going on today. And I'll probably put you back. So I've got all of this stuff back here was in the house. Like, we took the heater out when we went camping because we didn't need it. And that's all like crocheting stuff back there. And then, of course, while we were gone, I found that yarn and was like, ooh, I love that. So my painting stuff is up here. The kids' empty baskets are in here. The hammock we bought while I was gone, I bought me a hammock chair. And it's hanging up. Oh, you can't see it from in here. So it's hanging up outside. But the chair bag is still in here. I'm scared that that towel down there is going to have to be trashed. I forgot it was down there. We put it in there to keep the washing machine from sliding so it didn't scratch the floor. So I've got to take it out. But like I said, we don't anticipate going anywhere for this storm. We left for Florence a couple years ago, and it was bad getting back in, and we stayed for Matthew. But like, all of this stuff that should be in here is empty. So I've got the towels that have been washed up from our trip that have to go back in there. And then I think I showed y'all my penny mop head replacements that I bought for like a penny. They actually don't fit my Dollar Tree mop. So they have to be modified with a bobby pin to slide through the end to make them work. So I don't know what I'm doing with that yet. But while we're parked stationary, I loaded way too much grocery for our trip. It was, I'm digging in this cabinet, sorry. I had way too much stuff loaded down. We still went grocery shopping. Now the prepackaged meals, and Nick's cutting the grass, so we're going to hear that noise. The prepackaged meals that I had, like, I say prepackaged, the meals that I froze and put in the freezer were great. We didn't have any issues. We had one event with the breaker that flipped. We flipped a breaker inside and we had to retrip it. But we had the AC going. We had the big industrial fan going and the Instapot. And I wasn't thinking about the electricity an Instapot carries. So it 100% flipped a breaker, but we were able to get it fixed and we were back up and running. So the air has not been on in here at all. So it is very, very warm in here. I bought this before we left, and it's the Himalayan salt, which I love. I have one of these salt lamps next to my bed. And, you know, we have the overhead LED lights that are super bright. Sometimes I use them during the videos. Sometimes I don't. It just depends on what's going on. And so I bought this because at night when we cut the lights out, and Joey and Julie, or Julie and Cameron are back there in their own little world, they leave the lights on, but we cut the overhead lights off because they are a little bit too bright for us to just sit around and try to wind down for the afternoon. So this works out really well, and it smells amazing. You can put whatever scent you want in it, or you can leave it empty. It doesn't hurt anything. So we've got that. And the kids' totes, what I was going to tell y'all, the chevron totes that are back there in the back, I'm probably going to put these and my craft stuff in here to get it out of the way, because if we decide to pack up and leave, this would be easier for the kids to get their clothes in and out of, a whole lot easier anyway. Not necessarily in its entirety. I don't want to get rid of all of the totes for the kids, but I'm thinking they may go in here or something. I'm not quite sure. Getting them in and out from there is miserable. Of course, we do canned drinks under here, so that's fine. I've got to take all of this down anyway because the heater has to go back over there. So the craft stuff may be under the bed. Are y'all riding? Yeah, Mom. Be careful. So I may end up, I love you. I may end up putting the craft stuff under here. This is where the grill was. And my craft stuff is just, now that's the kids' bedding and stuff. But inside, I'm not doing as much crafting with everything I have going on. So, and it was way too hot for us to sleep with the comforter Afghan I made. So it's been put up here as well. Oh, I think I found it. I think it's that one that's beeping. It could be that one. Or it could be that one. I'm not sure, but the battery's being changed in both of them today. So, but it was just way too hot to sleep. The air circulation in here for the AC was amazing. The kids were fine. We did Cameron up top, I think Julie on the bottom, and Joey slept on the table, and Nick slept here. And I tried not to kill him every time I had to get up to go pee. So, we're just going to try to get some stuff together so that we have space in here and it doesn't look like this. Forbid whatever the hurricane decides it does or does not want to do. That we know what we can run out here. I did purchase the generator plug, and that will allow us to run the AC from the amp, the 30 amp with our generator. So if forbid we lose power in the house, instead of dragging it back and forth, we would be able to do everything out here. And we know we have propane to cook on, and we would be good to go. So I'm just out here picking up, cleaning up a little bit today. Most of this stuff here is being donated. Save that bag. That's the One Trip Wonder bag from the Initials Ink party I hosted. So, it is huge. It's supposed to be a One Trip Wonder. You could literally put, I mean, like, there's so many decisions for the embroidery options, for the thread, for the monograms. Yeah, I'm a bag fanatic. I make them, I keep them. So this is my bags I'm storing out here because I don't have room inside for them. And the rest of the stuff is being donated to a local church. So while I'm awaiting for it to leave, it's in here. But that's what I got going on. It's a little dark in here. So I'm going to pick up, do some cleaning up, and I will check back with everybody in a little while and see what everybody's doing and show you where everything got situated. Y'all guys enjoy your Saturday. It's way too hot to be aggravated. So, as always, be kind. It costs absolutely nothing to be kind to somebody else. Y'all enjoy your Saturday, and I'll check back in with you in a little while. Alright guys, Nick's finished with the yard. I got Maisley all picked up. I did my first hyper lapse. I found my GoPro. See it over there in the corner? I think the battery's about dead. It may or may not be working. So, we're going to see how the hyper lapse goes. If it works out pretty good, I'll throw it in there so y'all can see it in a time lapse. I think it'll be pretty cool. So this is all the stuff that's going to be donated. 4 bags of clothes, 2 bags of shoes. That was the stuff that was on the couch earlier. And we pretty much, like I said, we're just picking up in case power goes out and we need to come in here. This stuff is no big deal. It can be moved anywhere. But I just needed to kind of pick up and tidy up. I did get the towel out from over there. You'll see in the time lapse if it makes it in. We hooked up a fan over here. So when little Nick was doing the weed eating, grass blew in, so I was fighting to get it out of my face. But we have the vents open to let it air out, but it's going to storm. Like I said, there is a hurricane coming through, so we did not put the table back up yet so that I can get to the windows. So the heater went back where it goes. Painting supplies and everything I stuck back under here. And the other yarn stuff I stuck over here. And that's just because if I do want to do those projects, I know where they are. It would probably be easier to get it under the bed, but I put the big bags that I took from inside the house, I stuck them under the bed with the drying rack. This bag of stuff is actually going back inside. I really do like that bag. I'm planning a trip in October, and that bag, I bought it after my trip to Cancun and decided I wanted something kind of like that, but I bought a book bag and used it when we went to Baltimore, and it was great. But I bought this bag after Cancun specifically to use on our Baltimore trip, and I never did. So it's got stuff in it that's going back inside the house. I can't even remember what I stuck in there now. Oh, the lamp, the M&Ms that I bought when we went on vacation, and I forgot that they were in there. A pair of scissors and my Instapot lid. We've been using the Instapot as a pressure cooker, but I went ahead and got the lid to put it back up. So I like piddling out here. I like for it to be homey, so a lot of our stuff stays. And that wooden tray I love, and it's not that big of a deal to pack up if I need to. So I don't know what it is about that tray. It just makes the whole place feel more like home. So the table and chairs, or the table, like I said, is still down. The vents are still open, so I haven't put the pads back up yet, and it's getting darker as we go. The rug lives here. We found that the footstool that I redid that's living under here, we actually did not use it. Sammy uses it for his bed, but other than that, as far as we go in here, we don't actually use it. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut the lights on. We also found that while we were away, coming in and out at night, if we forgot to leave the porch, we needed a bright yellow sticker, so that when we came in, we could find the ceiling lights to cut on for everybody to see. So we also, I didn't film it, but we had a huge downpour, and it rained quite often, and we felt like the biggest idiots because we could not adjust our awning to let the rain go. So we were in the pool at the campground, and this huge storm come up, and Nick jumped out the pool and took off running, and it was like, pull down one attachment, one hand adjustment, whatever. We couldn't figure it out. So like every 5 minutes, Nick would have to, not even 5 minutes, like every 30 seconds, he'd have to pull it down by hand to let the rain out. So we finally figured it out. There wasn't much to pick up in the bathroom. I got it done. Like I said, I did pick up the towel. We did put the rugs back down. Y'all are not seeing my feet today. I did not do my pedicure this week. I did half of it and stopped. The other rug lives here. This is where this stuff stays when we're in transit. The stool actually, well, when we're in transit, I take that back. The stool goes in this space. But for now, it's over here out of the way. I was able to get the freezer cleaned out. I did not show y'all before. Like I said, there was beer and we had stuff from vacation. And I leave water out here and beer out here for Nick, so the kids don't have to run in and out for Capri Suns. So I've got to scrub one more spot again. But yeah, I don't know what I was thinking. I guess the condensation when everything cooled off. So it's clean. It smells nice and lovely again. But we're gonna hang outside as long as we can. I've been fighting with that swimming pool out there. I am so tempted just to take the whole thing down. I have spent more money in bleach this year keeping it clean than I have anything else. But my garden, guys, of course, y'all know I always have more kids at my house than belong to me. Come on, chair, get it together. I'm fighting with the seat cushion. So out there in my garden, I've got another one of those Tiki Man to paint too, that Nick's cut. Out in my garden, I am so super excited. So I planted cotton, and my cotton is doing exceptionally well. and I have a sunflower coming up. I have a couple sunflowers coming up, but I have one that actually has a bloom on it. I am so excited. But I have never witnessed cotton uphand in person. Like, I've seen fields of it, and I always think it's just the coolest thing to see. In the South here, we don't get snow. So growing up, I would tell my sister, because somebody said it to me on a field trip one time as a joke, they were snow fields, and that they would grow the cotton in the snow fields and then ship it like to other places where they got snow. So as a joke, I told my kids growing up that they were snow fields. That's where they grew the snow to give to other people. So, but I planted a total of 20 plants, and I've not actually counted to see how many I have coming up. I think I have a couple okra that need to be picked because I planted them a little late. I've done videos before, and y'all have seen my garden that was out here. Cameron picked his pepper that was on there, and I uprooted the okra plant that was there and transplanted it up there. It's way too late to transplant from wet soil to sand, so it was in a bit of a culture shock. And then I had a purple cone flower. It's like a medicinal echinacea, whatever it is. I'm not even going to try to pronounce it again. It is a water-loving plant, and my lake is dried up. Nick built me a bridge where the pallet is. If I move my finger, it should focus. Come on. Get it together, phone. Oh, come on. There we go. So I have a pallet out there that y'all can see right there. And that's where my bridge is now. I had a bridge in front of the door originally, and it was keeping the water from draining, we think. We're not 100% sure, because there's actually a back grade from the street over. But we took the little bridge up, and I dug it out, and we got it to drain. We burned in it last weekend to try to get some heat drawn out from the ground to dry it out faster before hurricane started. So it's mud now. It is a complete muck. If it rains, Maisley's tires will be underwater. So we are close to the house in our setup. Like, literally, there's my back door. We were not here, but for Florence, we had water that came up to what we were told was the back there. We were not here. By the time we got back, the water had resided. But in any given storm that we have, we get water at least up to this gravel right here with no problem. I did woodworking and made wreaths and stuff, and that was my shed that was standing there. It was a greenhouse, and I converted it over, and I had to stop working because the water had taken me over. So we have debated turning Maisley around, but we're not anticipating leaving for this storm, so it doesn't matter. The way it sits now with the generator, we can hook it up where we are. We have a well pump that's at the end of the house. I think I've showed y'all guys before. There was a black one in there. The seals kept messing up, and I just bought another one. But we've got a well pump, a hand pump that we can use if we need to, and so that's enough for us. But oh look, it did flip. Usually it doesn't flip. I'm so rosy and red in the cheeks, and my hair. I tried to French braid it. Ooh, I pulled my hair. My Pippi Longstocking braids this afternoon. I didn't mean to do that. I meant to lighten my screen up, but my battery's so dead, it's not going to let me do it. I hope everybody stays safe and healthy and cool in this heat and humidity. I will check in with all y'all guys later. Let you know how this goes. I hope to get this video uploaded for y'all shortly. If anything interesting turns out of this, we will let you know. I'm working, Nick's working, everybody's working around here. But guys, enjoy your Saturday. Enjoy your Sunday. Stay safe, stay healthy. If y'all don't take anything out of any of my videos, it's the same thing I always tell you. It takes zero to be kind. So, always say an uplifting word. Be the sunshine to somebody else. If you can't be the sunshine for yourself, look to somebody else. There's somebody there that's positive. Reach out and find them. I'm sure they will help you. All you got to do is ask. Y'all stay healthy. See how dark it's getting? It's getting nasty. It's getting nasty. Y'all stay cool, stay healthy, and I'll check in with you later. Bye, guys.